Or he was the sober one and we are the mad ones.
Fairs.
That's probably Ruto's thinking.
No. Please. Anyway, Locke said he finds human beings stupid. I sometimes share in that sentiment, but don't quote me on that. Anyway.
Mabibi na mabwana, karibuni sana. Hapa nasi tuko na mengine yatafuata ama yataendelea. Ama kwa lugha ya kimombo, more to follow. Welcome back guys, thank you very much. As always, we have Owen. Now if you can see, we have very brilliant, beautiful, handsome faces. Sijui kama watakubali hapo kwa beautiful.
The resemblance is uncanny.
Love it. So we have two guests today. As you can see, we've decided to shake it up a bit. We decided to replace the beauty with a bit more handsome today. So, like I said, it's Owen as always on the mic. Now I have two gents. Should I let them introduce them?
Yeah, let them introduce themselves.
So like the gent next to me, immediately next to me, can go ahead.
Ladies first.
The beautiful one.
So hi guys, my name is Jerry. I'm a film director and a businessman.
Hey.
Good.
You can tell from the outfit.
You can tell from the outfit, yeah. The beautiful one?
No, that was the other. So hi guys and ladies and girls and boys. My name is Xavier with an X and I'm just there. Me niko tu in Nairobi.
That's when I survive too. You're just doing your best.
I think kukua tu is part of nowadays job description. So niko tu ni sawa. Uko sawa Zio? I agree.
Tunaelewa 100%.
Yeah.
Okay. As usual, I have a moniker for the day, and the shuja that I will embody is Muyaka bin Haji. So he was considered the star of poems, 1700s from Mombasa. Let's see, what's special? Actually, mashairi and the concept of mashairi was attributed to
Muyaka bin Haji.
Yeah.
Okay. Niko na swali ile tunaendelea. Could it be that he was writing poems because he was a mad person? You could be crazy and then you think you're crazy in love, but you're just crazy.
Oh, so he's just writing random things.
He's just writing random things and then
read
people
them
are
and
like, yeah. Anyways, food for thought, guys. Back to you.
Or he was the sober one and we are the mad ones.
Fairs.
That's
probably Ruto's thinking.
No. Please. Anyway, so to our guests of the day, we normally start our episodes with a segment called Would You Rather?
Okay.
So I'll put it to you gentlemen. We'll start light. Would you rather be in jail for 1 year or be in active military combat for 1 year?
Who's going first?
Feel free.
I think for me, my propensity for violence is thoroughly high. So
Okay.
military any day.
Military any day. Okay.
Yeah.
I think I'd rather be in the military.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know where I'm being a batty boy, military fam.
No, but I mean, I think the violence, you can still find it in prison.
No. You see, the prison, the problem with prison is you must be caught in the shower. It does not matter who you are. You shall be caught in the shower. You're not doing an entire year and the soap is not dropping to the floor. You will be caught in the shower.
Because I don't know if you guys know about Kodiaga.
Yeah, I know Kodiaga.
You know Kodiaga?
I've heard stories like
Kodiaga. So when you say Kodiaga is close to home, is this a personal experience?
Metaphorically, physically,
Metaphorically,
like I can say I have a relative who's gone through that.
Oh.
Yeah. So you get to like hear the stories and what happens. It's terrible, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's one of those places you can't even wish on your worst enemy.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
So now we are all going to the army.
Everyone's going to the army.
That story is fine. It's fine. I'll take my chances.
Have you
I'll show up.
guys ever been arrested? Like arrested mkapelekwa ndani and
In the
toa
cell,
kiatu, toa belt and everything. Yeah.
but I've never been booked.
Oh, you never, okay.
These are traffic offenses.
Unaachwa na viatu with your belt hold.
Unatoa belt, kiatu moja. Alafu nambo ingia ndani. You've never experienced that?
And the shoelaces as well.
Yeah. Bro, you've never experienced that?
As a nyonga msi uko ndani.
I say nothing further.
Ase rational.
And okay, so
But uko na insider information.
I say nothing further. I say nothing further.
Literally insider. Okay, fine. So the second would you rather not have internet for 1 year or not love for 1 year?
Ay, no brainer, not love for 1 year. What are you asking?
I mean,
No brainer.
no brainer.
No brainer, man.
You share in that sentiment?
I mean, like it's one of the, just some of us have been practicing that. I'm like, why is that even a question?
I was about to say.
Practicing that. Okay.
That's our life, man. What's
Okay.
Listen, to give a bit of context into this, love is heavily based on the internet currently. Can you imagine no texts, no scheduling, no social media, no TikTok, no searching of stuff, no sharing of memes, no conversations? You smoke signals like your ancestors and stuff. Walking through a concrete jungle. Hell nah. Love then was between people living in the same vicinity.
That's true.
Can you imagine umetoka Kitengela unaenda kutafutana na mtu mwenye ako Juja? Niambie mapenzi itasurvive aje?
Hata umeenda mbali hadi Mlolongo. Okay.
You'll just be seeing dust.
Well played, well played.
That's a good one. That was a good
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Okay. So then the last would you rather question is, would you rather have complete reason or be fully emotional?
Logic over emotion any day. All day, every day.
Very interesting. I'm the grey man. I rest in both of them.
Exactly.
Um,
Wait first. Logic any day.
Logic any day.
No emotion whatsoever. So when your poor Manchester United is being beaten, nothing.
Turn off the TV. That's the logic.
No, but that's emotion. No, that's emotion. That's an expression of emotion.
Executed.
Like you watch ball, nothing. You're with your babe, nothing.
Logic.
But the question is, how can you have emotion without reason? The understanding of emotion needs reason. How does emotion exist without reason? Isn't that madness in its every sense? Because it's unfathomable. How do you have emotion without reason?
You're speaking about objective truth and subjective truth. I think that's where now that conversation is headed.
Yes, but how do you have emotion? Like, how do you
Okay,
even compass
before we
emotion
get into
without
that,
reason?
like I'm trying to understand the question.
would you rather be fully emotional or just complete reason?
For me,
So either you're a machine, so like AI, this is how things are done, it's supposed to be like this, full stop.
I feel like when it comes to dealing with humans, I'd go with emotion for survival. Yeah.
Now, I still ask the same question. How do you have emotion without reason? It's just...
Okay, I understand where the basis...
Because full emotion, that means without reason, you're not understanding emotion. You're like a wild animal. You're like a chimpanzee just doing things. It doesn't
No,
understand
that's
its feelings.
instinctive. That's not emotion. That's you're responding to stimuli.
Exactly. So how do you have emotion without
No,
reason?
it's just full emotion. Like, I feel, okay, yeah, no, that's still stimuli. Okay, I see. Okay, interesting.
But now, if you were to pick,
Yeah, if you're...
If I pick, I'll pick logic. I'd rather be a machine. As you keep on saying, human beings are full of hot air.
Correct.
Sherlock said he finds human beings stupid. I sometimes share in that sentiment, but don't quote me on that. Anyway, let's continue. Topic of the day.
You've done what it is I do. Fine. It's good to see that we've changed on this one. So now that Jerry told us he'd rather emotion over reason. So I think I'd start with Jerry. Because that one, the beautiful one, there we're not sure what is going on. He's beautiful, but now he wants to be more logical. It's okay. Jerry, let me ask, simply put, just simply, tell us, what do you look for? Though Jerry said, he mentioned that he's been living, he's already practicing.
Oh, yeah.
So since, yeah, he's been practicing
A lack of love.
the lack of love.
Nyoto mjui jokes.
Unapata kona dem hapa, nenda kujikaranga.
Married with 3 kids.
Hey. Oh, yeah.
What do you look for? What do you think? No, let's start with what you look for when you're settling down. Define what you think settling down is for you and what you would look for in settling down. As a man, I'd like to believe.
Okay.
You can correct me if the pronoun is wrong. The noun is wrong. Rather.
The gender.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you mean when you're looking for a girlfriend, someone you can date, be in a relationship with, and
So, give us the context of someone you want to date, someone you want to be in a relationship with.
okay. So I feel like there's a difference between dating someone and being in a relationship with them.
Thank you very much.
So
We
dating,
share in that sentiment.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel like dating is getting to know someone, going out with them, coming to a conclusion whether this person like is the right fit for the person you want to be in a relationship with. So I feel like before you get into a relationship, you first need to date.
Okay.
And there's always an argument: how long should dating be? Like, what's the time frame? Should it be a week, a month, 6 months? Yeah, that guy is there.
It's called efficiency, Madiba. It's called efficiency, my guy.
But it happens. Like, in a week, man, you see this babe just shares, like, you guys share the same values, and they're like, no, what's the need? Like, I don't need to look any further.
Okay, I think that on 6 months works.
6 months.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some wise person or unwise once suggested you can't pretend for more than 6 months.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think
You can't
6
pretend for more than 6 months.
Yes.
So do you think people put up facades?
They have to, like our unhonorable politician. You have to campaign.
You have to come.
You have to campaign. You see, you have to create some promises here there that you can't deliver sometimes. But eventually, you settle down, alafu now you say, okay, now this is where the facts are. So I don't think you can pretend for more than 6 months unless you're...
Do you share that sentiment that there's a difference between dating and relationships?
Yeah, one is a consequence of the other, in the sense that for you guys to be in a relationship, you must date first. But you see, we live in very wild times where people are in a relationship but they're not dating. Well,
So they date after they get into the relationship.
I don't even know what they do. I just know they don't really follow it up like that. But I agree with Jerry on that.
Okay. So what do you look for in now that process of dating so that now you get into the relationship? What are your green flags? What are your red flags?
Okay, so I feel like I had a very wrong approach when it came to looking for someone to date. Yeah, I feel like I had a very wrong approach when you look for someone. You felt, does she like this? Does she like handle things like this? So there's some, like, everyone has their own ways of like looking for someone to date. But I talked to a friend and he was like, we're approaching this thing very wrong, in the sense that we are looking for people to be in relationships with without first understanding ourselves. So, like, for example, something like, for me, I'm a very big time communicator and texter. And how do you feel? For example, there are people who are very okay in talking to the people they're dating like at night after everyone is like back from work and everything. But you see, for me, I'm like, hey, lunchtime, how is work? Have you had lunch? I'm on lunch break. I'm going to work. Like, me, I'm that type of guy. But now it stems from, do you like that? Because, like, this was my friend. This is a theory my friend was like trying to come up with. Maybe you feel like you need that. How do you call it when someone is just there? Like, it's something, not even reassurance, kind of attention, because you lacked that when you were young. That's what you're saying. So if you're not getting that from your parents, becomes a thing where you feel like you need to get that from the person you're in a relationship or the person you're dating. And I was like, damn, I've never really thought of that. Because sometimes it gets so livid, like, why is she like, it's like, hey, have you had lunch? I'm on a lunch break. Hey, how's your day? You know, how are you doing? How's work? Like me, I'm that, I really value that. But now it comes from a point of, I feel like I need that from someone. But why do I feel like I need that from them? You know, so I'm in a point where first, like, I need to understand myself, like who Jerry is, before I start projecting some of the things like on someone.
Damn.
namba yake itaekwa hapa chini kwa namba yake itaekwa tu hapa chini kwa nini
My mind is like, put his Insta, put his everything.
as ever goes. You see, that's emotion. It has to have reason. So how do you have
Oh yeah,
emotion?
the
without
emotion
reason?
has come from a point of reason. I mean, I realize the question in itself is a bit of a fallacy.
Yes.
You can't have one without the other. Okay, that's very
And
interesting.
as he goes, he's reminded me of something I read the other day. They keep on. I saw something which is what he's speaking about. Love isn't about finding the right person; it's about becoming the right person. So continue.
Yeah, actually,
Hey,
I just
you guys are just dropping nuggets of wisdom here, man.
to add reasoning to Jeremy's.
Go ahead.
Wow.
From a point of, we were having this conversation, I think, 2 weeks ago. It was in line in the truth. Oh, yeah, which is attachment studies. So, that is what she has explained. You actually need to know which attachment style yours is. There is the secure attachment, there is the avoidant attachment, then anxious, and then there's
Anxious avoidant.
no,
The mixes, the phone and the
I
mixes.
don't know that I'm confused or but it's something. So it's actually important to know. For me, I am now anxious, and then this other person is the secure type.
What do you look out for?
When you're settling.
So wait, before that, so am I to understand that you're currently now in a journey where you're not actively seeking?
So, like,
You're trying to fill in your cup.
no, I feel like I can't really say I'm not, like, okay, this is the thing, yeah? This is what I've realized. I'm not saying I'm not looking, but I think I can say I'm looking, you know? So the way, how I'm approaching it is, if, like, for example, you know how they usually say when you get money, women will just come, quote unquote, for example, quote unquote.
Very important. Yeah, very important. Yeah.
So I feel like it's the same way. Like the moment you work on yourself, you become a better version of yourself. Like it will just attract, like automatically, it just attract the right person.
Okay.
So I feel like that's the stage. Like I'm open, but at the same time,
You're
I
not
feel
looking.
Not
I'm
actively looking for love, but
Yeah,
you would
yeah,
not
yeah.
be
Yeah,
impervious
yeah.
to love.
Okay.
Anyway, so what do I look for in this? First one is, everyone has that list of death. Usually they have to be 3 feet above sea level. They have to wake up, see the right make for a method, things like that. But take meets measuring around the vital and breed spots. So first is like respect. I think that is an non-negotiable. Should I expound on
I think you should.
As you continue, it's the case.
Yeah.
Continue, by all means.
it in the sense that they need to trust you enough to. No, let me see why I see it. So I'm speaking from a man's perspective. Let's see, a man's world is very aggressive. We play soccer.
Yes.
It's an aggressive game.
Yes.
No offense to tennis player. Tennis, it's not the same. So a man's world is very competitive. Get out of whatever you're doing, whether you're eating the gym, whether you're watching, it's all competitive. So a relationship should offer competition. And offering that friend a bit of respect or a whole lot of respect. It's like that is respect. Secondly, is loyalty. You're supposed to be able to be trusted blind.
Oh, that's controversial.
Low reward activity, but it should be the case.
High risk, high reward, not low reward. Or sometimes it can be low reward.
No, loyalty is high risk, low reward. Because you already have whatever you see. So it can only take, when you're disloyal, it's taking from what you have. So the risk is you being broken or your trust being betrayed. So it's higher risk, low reward. You already have
Oh
what
yeah,
you
okay.
Because you're not prepared for the eventuality if that is love. So it's high risk, low reward activity. So respect, loyalty, and then commitment, which is super important. I don't think, this is my take, I think anyone can learn to love anyone. But commitment is an intentional choice. Like you decide this person and that this person, no matter what, it's very different to us now. Today is that this person, and we are still growing, watching that videos. So tomorrow now we'll see another person. It's like, because you're not committed, you can now love the other person. So yeah, there's something like tribute.
Can I ask something? Especially when it comes to values that you've talked about. For example, I don't know your goals. Maybe one day, I don't know if you want to become a family man, you want to have kids, you want to have a wife. I don't know, but I'm just assuming. Will you be because someone like me, I'm someone who I find joy in family, in being a family man, being a dad, in having kids, and kind of. Will you, for example, date like
nambari ya simu itakuwa hapa chini.
Assuming you found a chick who's everything, like she's pretty, she's respectful and everything. She's committed, but now she says she doesn't want kids. How will you navigate that?
It's an ethical and moral conundrum.
Changamoto iko pale. Ipo.
It looks like the dilemma that you choose. Complex. If you're first, which one?
We're going back to the logic. Okay.
Whole thing today is a bit of logic. Emotions are accepted to a little degree. That's logic. So if the two are on polar opposites, you want a family.
She's unwilling to compromise.
She's unwilling to compromise. Then you take your L.
Okay.
You both are unwilling to compromise.
So that's logic.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true, by the way. Yeah, you're both unwilling to, because even her, she has her list of. Okay.
But now there's always this thing of. Okay. So there's this thing where women say that, men, for example, we want, a chick who takes care of us. Like, not takes care of us, but, when I get home, food is ready, and hey, how's your day been? Massage up with
Especially food.
Especially, massage, like, men love that, but there's now this thing where, have you made her comfortable enough in, like, her femininity for her to, like, do that?
So that segues into a question that I was going to ask earlier.
Before you continue,
on the issue of respect.
I just wanted to mention the fact that we don't have our ladies here behind the scenes. They were already willing to kill him, and then at the end they were like, "Oh now we support." Go on with your point, sorry.
So I've always been a believer of femininity is not transactional.
Okay.
It's embedded in yourself.
Guza tena wasikia at the back.
Hey.
I agree.
Hey.
I agree.
Hey.
Say it again.
Hey.
It's more like masculinity. It's not something that you do because somebody's doing. Yeah. So you're either feminine or not. It doesn't depend. Because if you find someone who's not feminine,
Femininity is not transactional.
no matter how much masculinity within yourselves, how much whatever it is supposed to be, they'll still not be feminine because they're not conditioned.
I think
I agree.
Yeah, I can,
my personal experiences where
I can understand that because see, your masculinity, you're supposed to come with your masculinity to bring out the femininity. I have shared the same thought or point of view with Jerry for so long, but he's also having a point.
Yeah,
because
he does.
Yeah,
it's not
for
transactional.
you to be able to notice the masculinity, you must have the
hard way.
femininity. So
personally, I've learned the hard way.
All right, fairs.
Okay,
Fairs.
interesting.
No, it is, guys. It's a safe space. Everyone is entitled to their opinion. We're very different people, so yeah.
Okay. I'm losing this point. Oh, let me throw a caveat here. How come no one here puts into consideration? Okay, maybe I'm overstepping or overlooking it, but I've not heard you guys talk about this person's genetic predispositions. So where they come from, wanakuanga walevi, wanakuanga wachawi, wanakuanga, is this person at higher risk of getting, cancer, diabetes, or all these things? So are these things that you guys factor in?
I don't think we anyone has an answer. But that is why I keep going back to commitment a bit. Today you're okay, you're walking. You might late wherever you are today. Go wherever you're going, and somebody decides to know you, and now they're stuck on my words. So you see, if commitment is the equation, then automatically you always do that for this person. Same happening with the predispositions that you mentioned. So maybe where they come from, they are one challenge, or most people end up with a certain illness, and etc. etc. So when that comes, commitment and love, you can. If you got them, you look at the situation and say, okay, not my monkey, not my forest. You this. But if you're committed, you get figure out that's it.
Interesting. You take
it.
I wish I had a take on this, but I really wish I did, because like I can't remember the last time I was like maybe dating someone and I put that that was as a checklist. Like honestly speaking, because first I feel like there's just some of the things that come first before. I feel like the things like when it comes to genetics and whatever, I feel like those are some of the things maybe someone starts looking at when now they're planning to like settle with someone, get married to them, and these are some of like the background checks people do. But now when it comes to, I'm not saying I don't date to marry. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying like just comes
again. Nambari ya simu tutaweka hapa chini.
But I feel like that's, I don't know. I just feel like right now I've never been in a position where those are some of the things I look at.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying I don't have.
Genuinely, to just simply answer the question, it's not an easy thing you think about. But now, again, you see, you're looking at it from a moment's point of view. If you're getting to date someone, you get to know someone. Other than when you talk about genetic predisposition or composition or whatever sort of word is grammatically correct in that stature, other than someone's HIV status, I don't think you owed any other information, because people might not know how it actually works. So ukisema mtu anakuanga walevi kwa na huyu mtu si mlevi, they don't have like the things that a lot of things are very habitual as compared to genetic makeup. So the things I think people rest on are who they are. Yes, you also marry into someone's family. You marry someone's family as well as a part of it. But like he said, this is what you realize from the dating and the continuous relationship. And even the dating while you are settled. You're continuously discovering someone and figuring things out. Because two things. Look at now from a disease's point of view. Like he said, now this is where the logic comes in. Are you walking away because of the fear that this person might get diabetic or cancer or develop cancer or something? It's not here yet. So those are, if that's how you look at dating, which is really, really good, it's heavily logical. Personally, I don't think you get to go through all those things. It takes away the joy of life. And like Xavo said, which I share with, it's either you have femininity or you're not. And I echo all the time, femininity for me is gentility. So similarly, if I'm a man, I need to have my armor on for everything else in my life. If I need to do that in a relationship, then why am I not dating my fellow man? So similarly, so if I need to put all these checks and balances in experiencing the person I am with, then what is it for?
Okay.
Yeah.
So is the overarching sentiment from you gentlemen today, first pour from your own cup, like fill your cup, fill your cup, fill your cup, fill your cup,
You cannot pour from an empty cup, yeah?
and you'll attract whatever it is that maybe you're looking for.
Yeah.
Stay grounded on values, respect, run, and commitment, especially commitment. And yeah, I'm fighting everywhere else. I don't know how to fight at home. More or less.
For me, yeah.
Okay. Fantastic. Parting shots. We start there. Then we finish this way.
Oh, this is good. This is good. When I was asking this question, I realized, especially with the current modern day dating, people have an issue with the term settling. So my parting shot will be, if you're always looking outwards to feel into what inwards is, you will always be bickering over very small things. In that, you are who you define to be. That's how your person will define you to be.
Hey. William Shakespeare. Hey. Jerry.
For me, it's just to emphasize on like what I said. Just understand yourself, work on yourself, then you'll attract
What it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
You attract who you are and what you want, yeah.
Stay grounded.
No, but I think for me the parting shot is think it put in English. Usikwe fala. Don't yeah.
Don't be silly.
Don't be silly.
Okay.
If it doesn't look correct, it probably isn't correct. And
And if it's come easy?
fine. But if it doesn't look correct, it's probably isn't correct. So always stay first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yourself?
Can I say something
Yeah.
before you say like? I just want to say like it's very interesting seeing you guys in a different setting. You know? it's very very interesting. Mmeweza kuona kwa pitch mkisweat mkigombana. But anyway, yeah.
We're here sharing ideas.
Yeah.
I think for me it's an advice, and this goes both to the gents and both to the ladies. Be comfortable being alone. Because if you're not, you'll be lonely while together.
Hey!
Yeah.
Alikuwa amefanya homework. It's giving konene. It's giving konene.
Anyway, thanks guys for actually we'll close the episode. I'm gonna give it to the guest.
Yes. Now let's do something different.
Make
They
it
can
random.
close it for us.
Ambia watu like, share, subscribe.
Whichever you like.
They also like on podcasts.
Yes.
It's on YouTube as well. Okay, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in on podcast. And like, share, subscribe, follow. Yeah, and see you on the next one. No support file.
No square file.